Video 3, what's going on? How to date, part 3. We talked about in part 1 and part 2. You got that. Now in part 3. Part 3, she like I said, she get jobs and she did things to get a job, and she didn't work long on the job. That's another thing you guys can look at, men, women. It's for all races, colors, creeds, nationalities. Is that she had a job, but she didn't really stay on it long. She always had a problem with the job. Number 2, I mentioned that in 1 and 2. Another thing, she started then. She made an excuse to go to enroll in school. A lot of you guys probably noticed that. Your partner wanted to start enrolling in school. She didn't enroll in school. I let her. We talked about her going to school. She went to school for a pharmacy technician. She got out of school. She got a part-time job. Just to be honest with you, I told her that it could happen where she could get a part-time job. I told her, I said, look, we got kids. A little before that, I had my son Junior. She gave the kids my last name. Whether y'all believe it or not, the woman gave my kids my last name. So some of you women will say, "Oh, she love you and all this." Hey, don't put that down at the bottom. She didn't. She didn't respect me. So I'm gonna give you some things that she did. She did give the kids my last name. I was there when both of my children was born. I had a girl, then I had a boy. I was there when all my kids were born. Another thing that I seen during the relationship was, like I said, she wanted to go to school. She always had something to do. We'd be laying in bed. She wouldn't even hug me. We lay in bed. She wouldn't even cuddle up with me. I was a cuddly dude, so she didn't cuddle with me at all. Somebody gonna say, "Well, it's another man." I'm not gonna say that because she did it periodically throughout the relationship. Even when I told her about it, she still did it. So another thing you guys look at: girls going to school. When she went to school, it was a girl she met there. They went to some parties. I wasn't really into all that partying, but she went to a party a few times, and that was one thing. She always had bills. We all got bills, but when I met her, she didn't tell me that she had a student loan. She went to Bethel College, so I didn't know about the student loan until after we weren't married, but we lived together. Like I said, I wasn't married to the woman. We lived together for 8 years. 2 kids, 2 wonderful kids. Got one of them back there now. It's all good, people. So going to school. After she went to school, she worked up at the clinic, at a local clinic here in Jackson, Tennessee. After she worked at the clinic, she wanted to go back to school to get a pharmacy license. Like I said, we already had 2 kids. I didn't think it was a great idea for her to get a pharmacy license, to go to back-to-back year. I just didn't think it was, because at the time when I met her, she never had no degree or nothing. Like I said, opposites attract. You should be evenly yoked. So the thing here was, she got a job working at the clinic. She wanted to go get some more education. I didn't think it was a good idea. I didn't think it was a good idea at all. The kids had soccer, excuse me, not baseball. My son, I'm thinking about baseball because my son finna do baseball. My daughter did soccer. I was a truck driver over the road. I came back home. I'm an independent contractor, okay? I want y'all guys to know that. I told you before, I'm an independent contractor, so I try to route myself back home to help her out with the kids. A lot of times it didn't work. Sometimes it didn't. I just felt that she should have waited on school. I told her, look, it'll be 5 years, 4 years. You can go back to school and get you finish your pharmacy. I never was against her being in the pharmacy. I just felt like the relationship was going down. Her and my mother did not get along at all. My mother never did nothing. It's hard to believe people who never keep their word about anything. So it's hard to keep. She'll say my mother did something. I give you an example. She dropping the kids off in the morning. I'm out of town. They'll call my phone. She'll say my mama didn't pick up the phone. or my mama would borrow my car, and because I had a car that I leave with my mom, because she already had a car. My baby mama now, at that time, fiance, would keep my car sometimes. But my mom and dad had one car. And I let my mama borrow my car. And she'll drive her car. So every now and then I leave my car with my baby mama at that time. Johnny! Alright, everything's good. Let's make sure my boy's alright in there. That's what happened. And when that happened, my baby mama might have the music up too loud in the car or something of that nature. Have the music up too loud in the car. She'll call, and my mama called me, oh, your baby mama disrespected me. She had the music up loud in the car when she left it with me and all this. And, you know, but at that time, my baby mama wasn't always easy to trust on nothing, because I found her in a lot of lies, and she was manipulative. So when she said something about my mom, it was very difficult to hear her out on it. I just thought it was a good idea. Y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong that, you went to school for a year and a half to get a pharmacy tech license. I should say waited 3 or 4 years, let the kids get some age on them, because my son at the time was like one. He was real young, so he wasn't even 8 months. And I had to come off the road, do things. And before you got your pharmacy license, you was slacking around the house. And what a lot of you guys don't know, it's a woman's job, and it's a man's job to help out, but it's a woman's job to clean that house, make sure the house is fit for family, friends, whoever come over. That's a woman's job, okay? I was the big money-making protector. I was the big money protector of the house. All the money she got, she kept for herself to either put drapes up in the house, to help me out on a bill if I was short on a paycheck that week, or something like that. I told her that before we met. But like I said, in one that way she was raised. So I blame a lot of it on her raising, and I think that's the reason why we couldn't really get along. But despite that, we lived in a duplex. We didn't have much room. We stayed there for about 3 or 4 years. She told me, look, I needed more room in the house. The kids are getting bigger. I think we need more room. So, you know what I did as a man? I went and got another high place for us to stay. Place with 3 bedrooms. She did have a son that I did raise for about maybe a year to 2 years. And I should have put this in part 1, but I got to tell you guys all the story. Her son, daddy, was in prison when I met their mother. She was in trouble with the law as well when she was younger. Not saying I wasn't, but they had a kid together. So her son never really met his daddy none in his 20s. My baby mama didn't really raise her son, because actually between my baby mama and his granddaddy and her mother raised their son. Fact. She ran the streets when she was 19, 18, 20, 21. I met her at 24, 25. And I should have looked at that, and those should have been red flags. Her baby, she talked bad about her baby daddy locked up. He got locked up at 19. He got at 25. He got re-locked up at 25. He got locked up from 19 to 25. Got out 25 to 26 to 30, 31. And I helped raise his child. When he got out of prison, he wanted to raise his child. Guys, do not argue with a man when he come back to raise his children. She wanted me to interfere with. I didn't interfere with him or his daddy doing that. This your boy. Get It All TV. Subscribe, like, unlike. I don't care. Just subscribe. Y'all stay safe. Get ready for video, the last one, number 4. I appreciate y'all.